We are watching Knockout Stage Day 2, MALVINAS Gaming going against Occupy Thrones. We want to watch every single series of N4 and see these teams compete up to the championships, to the grand finals. So, excited to see what these two teams are going to do going forward, and wondering which one's going to make their way up that ladder higher inside of the lower bracket. So, definitely shout you guys' teams out. I appreciate everybody tuning in from YouTube all the way across the globe to Facebook. And this is only the beginning. Like I said, we are slowly going to climb through every single team inside of M4. So right now we're on MALVINAS Gaming versus Occupy Thrones. Definitely vote who you guys think will take it. I know there's probably people already seen it. I'm a little behind schedule. I had some stuff happen, and I'm just glad to be back, honestly. And I can't wait to see these teams compete and see who kind of climbs up there. But supposedly there's a lot of shockers between the next matches we're gonna watch. So I'm excited, man. See how it kind of played out. And man, really the Valley I heard was doing really good, and I can't wait till we kind of cover them as well. But I want to look at MALVINAS Gaming and Occupy Thrones too. Like I said, I don't really know too much about either, but we're gonna get straight into the drafting phase, and hopefully maybe I'll become a MALVINAS Gaming fan or a Occupy Thrones fan after this.
Pick here, I'm pretty sure. No, Occupy Thrones will be first pick here. We are seeing something slightly different than what we've seen in the past. The Fermis ban coming in now. With this being a best of three, you kind of gotta pull some of those cards out quick. You don't want to hold. Here you go, Trex. Lead the way, man. In the lower bracket, everything's on the line, but
gotta represent.
I think we saw her once in the group stages, if I remember right. You know, that popped up, but again, it's not something that you're used to seeing, right? At least banned out here. But this just highlights how, you know, with teams from other regions and everything else, how they're
Fermis, Louis, Joy, Glue. The Joy Glue, not too out of the ordinary for you having second pick. Still have Martis in play. Still have Carry in play. Carry probably get picked up first. Maybe a Yuzong and Eve to be as the direct response.
Again, we've already seen kind of a trend established for M4's meta, but I mean, aside from that Wan ban, Fermis once in a while, but the Louis being banned is not something typical. On the other side, though, MALVINAS taking out the Carry too, the Carry, the Joy, the Glue. These are heroes that have just been all over the place, especially that Carry.
Well, personally for me, I'm just hoping to see a different blue side starter here. I'm tired of the Eves, I'm tired of the Carries. I want to see something else. First, pick something exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same,
same
kind of things in M4.
Come on, lock it in. There we go. It's going to be Kaja, first picked on the blue side for Occupy Thrones.
Now, it's not the Franco that we wanted to see. It is the Kaja again, which we still like, and it's just well-rounded. It's flexible. Of course, I feel like we've seen a lot more roam Kaja, but if you have to, you can move it around. Now, MALVINAS Gaming gonna respond by picking up the typical Eve, and they still have something else to follow. Do they go into a gold or a mid or a jungle here?
I think they could possibly, we see them pick up the XP lane. That might be a viable option, whether you go the Lapu Lapu. Yuzong has been highly contested as well. You still have actually quite a bit of options, but even going back on the first pick, the priority pick for the Kaja, I think the value's there just because you have an
Kaja first pick's a little
targeted ultimate.
I mean, it's not. That's kind of what we do in NA. So
play around that because again,
but you let the Carry got banned out. Okay, there goes the Eve. The Grok's not bad. Typically when somebody slots the Grok, they're gonna probably run a support, put Grok in the XP lane. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This might be a Grok XP though. Can still be flex, so it's not the worst option, right?
Still, with the next couple picks from Occupy Thrones, Valentina comes out here, looking to take the real world manipulation or the wild charge possibly, and also.
What's up, Magnus? How you doing? Sneaking up on us on YouTube? Philippines? What's that? What's the long Malakas mean? Oh, I'm scared. I just said it. What's that mean? Strong, right? How about the games today? We're gonna be covering everything, so I'm a little behind, so I wanted to catch up. I don't want to spoil nothing, you know, but I heard the match has been insane, so we'll see. Progressing forward, we're gonna pretty much watch them all today. So.
Other than the Brock, rather interesting for me, but the Valentina is just always good.
Proxy equals Malakas. What's up, Proxy? Better change your name in MLBB.
It is a little rough in the laning phase, though.
Like it.
Ranger, that's a second pick, but it does hold a
win
rate right now. So I mean, if it's been working,
Granger slotted.
Maybe we will slowly start to see.
They got a Kaja for the back line.
At this point, I think they do. Now that being a damage dealer,
you don't know who the jungle is though. They can still lock in a
jungle or even
an assassin.
I feel like he's a
Ling.
easy target if the side of occupied.
They got the Yuzong, smart. I would have done the same thing.
Like the Ling or-
Yuzong Eve combo's kind of been deadly right now, man.
Out the
Echo versus Onyx. Ah!
I'm guessing they
Hopefully it
could
didn't
set up
happen yet. I hope it didn't
set
happen,
up
but
for, you know, a shorter range marksman.
dude, that's a hard one, bro. I'm a Kyrie and a Carl Tizzy fan,
Feels like it's
but I don't know. I kind of rep with my boys Echo a little bit stronger, so.
are locked in. But let's
Plus, I think Carl Tizzy deserves his own time to shine, not in the shadow of like Blacklist. You know, Blacklist already NPO Philippines champions, M3 champions. Onyx is Indonesia champion, so they're not in anybody's shadow regardless. So
here in M4.
I think I would rather see Echo take it so they can earn the credit they deserve. They deserve to be M4 winners, bro. Honestly, they deserve to take the finals, and it would help them a lot. Like in terms of just not being the team always behind Blacklist. You know what I'm saying?
More focused on splitting those lanes, putting pressure around the map. Or
Fanny? It could be Fanny. It could be Fanny or it could be Ling. I was predicting either or.
Dragon's one of those, right? I mean, there's a couple.
I feel like Ling a little easier to get into Eve, but Fanny could definitely work too.
Dragon being one of them and having that statistic there pretty much shows.
I would definitely go an assassin if I was Occupy Thrones. I don't know if they have a Fanny player though.
Going in his hands because now we've seen it in the Rome, we've seen it.
We know one thing, Granger's definitely jungle, and I don't know if I would have showed that early, man. Not gonna lie to you.
Looking for those big setups.
I feel like they kind of gave up a trump card very, very early.
Well, I think it's a matter of preference, right? It's like whether or not you want to have those like initial big damage patches when you have high and dry, or whether you want to scale
Olita?
even harder with the Weapon Master.
Oh,
And now,
it
with
went
picks
double
already
tank?
coming
I would've went
back,
support.
Olita
This is such an
falling off
interesting
the side,
draft.
Malvinas Gaming coming back to
Oh, it was
Fanny's been
Fanny.
open up for a very long time. So again, that's why you can see the smiles coming in.
I don't know.
There's no way you can really lock
I don't
us down.
like the draft on Malvinas Gaming.
Still, or no, they
Who
don't
else?
have
Somebody else did a double
I was just thinking, well, you can still
tank
play Seraphim,
composition,
though,
and it
but
didn't work out at all.
Alita will be in the mid, and yes, when I saw that,
It was one of the teams that the Valley went against recently. Who?
Definitely getting something
I say recently, but I'm a little bit behind you guys.
highly moving,
Um,
and this could definitely
it
be
was-
the death sentence for
Who pulled out the
Malvinas.
double tank on the Valley?
Thing is,
Not Toad. Oh, Burnix Flash.
I'm trying to think if there's anything.
Yeah, it was Burnix Flash.
To possibly lock that down, they do still need a gold lane. No, yeah, they still need a gold lane.
They picked a Atlas and they picked a Grok against the Valley, and that was just, I don't know. I don't like when teams do that, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really agree with that kind of concept.
So you were asking about it earlier in the previous series.
Lunox to go in. Lunox not bad. You can use the Brilliance to get away from Fanny. Look at that.
If you do get those ganks, you're a bit maybe less vulnerable.
That's
than
funny.
Other gold laners.
Ain't they
You
casters
still
think
don't have to
alike?
Walk down for the Fanny. I was thinking maybe a Moskov. You guys were saying Saber, something to bring that down. So I'm a little iffy about it.
Honestly, it really at the highest level you expect a Grok.
Lunox really just a means of bursting,
particular angles,
but also has a means of escape for the Fanny. It can work. It can work,
from
so
this game, but I don't know.
We'll
it's
see.
Still hard. Fanny is a really creative hero.
What's up, my brother? That's my little bro in the chat. Almost at 100K. Yeah, we are, man. We're sitting at like 98,600 or 700 on Facebook right now, guys, and I appreciate everybody that's been a part of that journey. We're almost at 100,000 followers. Man, I know there's some people in here remember when we were trying to get 1,000 followers, 500, and it's crazy, and it's definitely a huge achievement to be able to say that right now, and I appreciate everybody that's been a part of that journey. Now, speaking of the journey, time to roll into the game. Here we go. Are you ready?
Malvinas Gaming.
All right, so taking a look at the emblems real quick there, he is running the high and dry on that Grok, so might be looking to even possibly get some early kills, or they're going to be
I had just
focusing
started
on
trying to play
side
Fanny,
lanes,
trying to get her
right,
down,
and
man.
finding pickoffs
She's
to
hard.
garner them that lead.
You watching the Valley match later? Yes. We're watching all of them, but I'm gonna watch them in order.
Ranger jungle. When it has been picked,
I'm gonna watch them in order.
it has
So we're on
been
knockout
ran
stage,
before. We are
day
working
2,
against
final
Warrior
game of that one, and then I gotta watch day 3 from the beginning.
Quite the job cut out for Prince Fran specifically, but like we highlighted earlier on, he's done it before.
Ooh.
Taking a
Oh!
bit of damage here.
Oh!
I was worried about Leo trying to come
Okay,
in.
Fanny's not that bad.
Tomorrow gonna poke him in and
Some
drag
good
him
damage.
forced to go back to base here.
Oh, interesting. He decides to go back to base because it's the fastest way to actually get to his.
They got
point
Hulk
offside, but it does
over there on
mean that
Lapu
Prince Fran
Lapu,
has
who's
an
stacked up
opportunity to
against
catch up, and now is
the Grok.
leveling Leo by 1, and now with a little
They're not that beefy, so I don't know if Lunox is really the best option, honestly.
Fury looking for something. I like the aggression from both teams here. No one
Question
seems
is if
scared
Fanny
of
can
any
get
of the
around to
space.
Prince
At
Fran
first I
on
was a
that
little worried the way Morrow was playing. I thought it was going to give
on that
Prince Fran
Granger.
a lot of trouble.
See if
But
Leo
Malvina's
can pull it
gaming
off.
answering back.
Yeah, I mean, this is the typical kind of process, right? All this, the farming, the poking back and forth until the first turtle of the game. Morrow, though.
Oh, he's
Morrow
dead.
taking a lot of damage. Prince Fran
Oh,
looking
he didn't
for
wanna use it.
something there, but still unable to find it.
I thought he was gonna use
He
Destinata.
had his ult, right? He could have
Yeah.
100% secured the kill on that one, but here comes
Oh!
I mean, what else can you say about that? You can see it coming, the steel cables. And
That's
then
what
the
happens when you get
doom
complacent. He
is
should have took that
near.
kill, man. At least it would have been a trade.
When you have a Fanny across from you, you really don't want to be like less. You don't want to be at a 4
Yeah, it's
health,
easy
right?
kills.
Especially this early on. You know the burst is going to be there already, so this is already an advantage. Dragon going to get poked again, trying to set up here.
Ooh, Hulk comes in with the bravest fighter. Dragon used the wild charge. This is a real-world manipulation. Won't go
Ooh,
down,
Hulk.
But the stun does come on to Prince Fran. Now comes the Destinata.
You
not
trying
connect.
Destinata
Leo
that?
will connect. Prince Fran forces dash away, but he's not going to be able to make it.
Wow.
Leo picks up another kill, putting them
Not just
at 2
man, they picked up the
and 0.
jungler.
Things are looking so
Nuts.
good for Occupy Thrones. They have a really good idea of what they want to do against Malvinas Gaming, and unfortunately for Prince Fran, I think he's
Bro,
a
you
little
know what's funny?
on
The
his
Valley has gets the second chance to go up against RQ Akira this time. Maybe a little bit of revenge on that Takashi Benedetta, man. That's gonna be an exciting match too. I can't wait to see that one.
Leo's off to a great start here, and I
We
feel
got
like
Steven Owens in the building. How you doing, my man?
That's why he was clapping, right? He locked in this hero of his that he loves the Fanny here. So, and it's already off to the 2-0 start. Itemization-wise, too, everybody's still working on that first big item of theirs. But with this gold lead going in favor of Occupy Thrones, they're in a great position here, especially, again, Morrow on this Kaja has Flicker in just a couple seconds here. Might be looking for a Divine Judgment play if he can find one.
Oh, I think he might do it right here onto Steppe. It looks kind of good, but no, he's not going to take the angle. And I think, you know, Occupy Thrones at this stage of the game generally is going to be thinking about, like, how do we snowball out of control? Because if we're talking about...
Yeah, Jamie Lynn sneaking up on us. How you doing? Appreciate you being here.
Heroes on their side.
Trying to catch up on some M4. I feel so behind, you know. We're watching Occupy Thrones versus Malvinas Game. It's gonna be a really good match. Godly Fanny on the Land of the Dawn right now. They picked a Granger jungle, so I don't know how well that's gonna play out for him.
I mean, I'm a little worried. It's already a very
Not bad. I think RQ. Uh-oh.
Steph, Mago down. Gotta comes in with the blazing duet. Harley trying to do something, but it gets stunned down. It's gonna be bad.
Ooh, that
Stephanie
Fanny's a
picks up
problem,
Leo,
bro.
Gonna find that kill.
There you go.
Here comes the bravest fighter.
I'm a fan of Granger. I love Granger. He used to be my main when I was jungling, when I first started streaming, man. But not when this is assassin meta. I'm definitely not picking him up.
It was Fury one hit away, but you just couldn't angle enough to get it, and now on the bottom
He's
side,
out of energy. He
they
can't do it.
clear
Leo
that
can't
out.
do
Still,
anything.
I think
He needs
the
to
big
recall.
question is, where does this Lunox fit?
I bet
How
you he
does it
recalls right. Yeah, he recalls right
go
now.
along with
I
the
knew it.
rest of the game
I've been
here?
practicing my Fanny. I'm trying to watch his play style.
Gonna be working towards building those items as
The
fast
high
as
and dry
possible,
Fanny, man, it
because
hits
that
differently.
burst damage, especially from the Chaos
Not
Bolt
bad. I think
bomb,
RQ was a beautiful
scary
blind pick. Can't go
even at
wrong
this
with
point in the
OG.
game.
How you doing, though? I'm hanging in there, man. That's some crazy, unfortunate news, but just glad to be able to, you know, push through it and be back where I want to be, you know. And I'm excited to see these matches. Like I said, I gotta really catch up. But on the plus side, our team, North America, ain't looking too bad in M4, man. How y'all feel about the Valley? I seen a video of one of their interviews when they beat Todak. I didn't watch. I'm gonna watch Todak, but when they beat him, man, and they got some revenge on them picking on Hoon back in the day. I guess in M1 or something like that. A little bit of lore on teams having problems with each other.
They're already setting up for a potential one-shot kill with a Divine Judgment onto the Lunox.
I mean, even looking at the items, right? You have Joel Crew finally getting that Clock of Destiny locked in here. A couple more items. Pretty much at this point, everybody has that first crucial one. A lot of Blades of Hephaestus as well across the board. But it's still, how does that transition to these early team fights, these early skirmishes, especially with Turtles? I mean, at this point, you're kind of just giving it up if you're Malvinas Gaming. And now here on the bottom side,
Ooh, that's why Kods is the problem.
Saw it, but they did it. Now the immobilize does land on a Fury, but Leo finds it. Prince Fran
Cannot
goes
run
down.
marksman on a Fanny, bro.
1-0, Leo makes
Never a
it
good
1-4.
option.
Trying to cable around. Morrow gonna hide out in this tri-bush.
Never a good option.
This is looking rough with a 3K cold lead going to the side of OT.
I feel like, oh wait,
Not
hold
another
on.
one. Not another one.
Okay, he's gonna get out here. I don't think it would have been another one. I don't think anybody has enough damage to really put the play out here. But Maro completely disrespecting the spacing on purpose, and he knows where everybody is on the map.
Bro, look at that 3v1. Bro, it's just Kaja. Kill him.
Complete control top side though. Dragon.
Oh man.
Taken down
They should have just focused the
Leo's
Kaja. It's
unleashing
Kaja, bro. It's
This is
3v1 on a.
Leo show in the
That's
jungle.
crazy.
But still, you complement it so well once again with Maro on the Kaja here.
I heard
You're
Basic
wondering,
wants to
you
get
know,
revenge
Ramsey
on
Franco,
Todak
well,
because they
that's
trash talked about him.
on demand.
Oh, I don't know if they did that. I know there's some issues with Hoon back in the day. I can take out Fanny with Carry. Carry got banned. Is that Gold Lane Lunox? You know, matter of fact, it is Gold Lane Lunox. I just realized that. I don't like their draft at all. They're so squishy. Double Mage, like Marksman Jungle.
I don't think this is
No
good
answer for
position
Fanny.
at all. Right now, Fanny doesn't have
I'm
enough
wondering like
time
what their
to
coach's
go
thought
back,
process
pick it up,
was
and then come back
behind
in.
this.
MALVINAS Gaming are unaware of this, or I didn't notice that Leo only had the orange buff at that point of time. They technically could
I
set
didn't
up
even know
aggressive
Echo and
ready in flank positions to
Was
get
it Echo?
somebody.
Echo in the Valley or beefing?
Oh, that's the target.
I think. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes in M4. It's crazy.
MALVINAS a little bit of a chance, but wait, Prince Han is the first one to fall. Leo now looking for the next one. The Numenon Blast lands down, and the damage is in. Brilliance forced to come out just to get away, but Dragon still falls. Maro,
Bro, Fanny is just
Leo's on the hunt. He wants one. He
Fanny
wants
is just
two,
picking
but he
people
just
off
can't
right now.
Find it. Back to the reset for the turtle.
Man, I mean, so this is.
Yeah, I didn't know Yaoi and
What, in
Basic
1 to
were
2
beefing,
seconds,
bro.
You're just deleted. I mean, it's so hard.
Stuff's
to
just
even play
nuts.
around that because you literally have one dash on this Granger here, and especially with the Malefic Roar being picked up by Leo.
Mr. Peter Bryce.
No, right? He's just
Yeah,
massive in
it's
this game
crazy.
So far. They might
What's up,
even have
Senpai?
free
Appreciate you
control
sneaking
of
up
this
on
game.
us.
At this point, MALVINAS Gaming, yes, you saw the burst from Joel Crew. It's obviously there, has that genius wand.
Yeah, this Fanny's eating 7-0 right now, man. That's how I'm trying to be. I've been doing a Fanny series now. I'm on like day 4 or 5 practicing Fanny. There you go.
77 will go down along with Maro. This could give MALVINAS a chance over this Lord.
This is a huge swing, honestly, but wait. Leo, don't do it.
Leo wants to come in, trying to find the moment. Gato comes in.
Leo, get the Lord.
Harley and Steffi are melting
Oh, Lord got
down.
reset.
Hulk is here with the bravest fighter, trying to lock on, but
Needs to
they're
get
on
his
the
blue.
chase, and Hulk goes down.
He can get there in time. He might be able to take it. They don't have an answer to stop him. He could also split the top. Could split the top. I bet he does it. I bet he splits the top.
You saw the Chaos Bolt was committed from Joel Crew. They whittled down the Lord
I
to
would.
less than half health, and they still pulled off Prince Fran.
You have
decided
vision.
to
Just
go
split
on
the top,
members
Fanny.
of
What are you
Occupy
doing?
Throne.
Speaking of Spence, Fran almost gets caught down. Gato finds it. Numenon Blast does come down. Lands on to Fury, but now they are out of the real world manipulation.
Oh, that was explosive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a bloodbath.
Oh my goodness, Dragon, the difference maker right now. And I get where you're coming at. It does take a lot of discipline to pull back. I think Occupy Thrones made a smart decision of throwing bodies to actually try and chunk MALVINAS Gaming as much as they can to get them off of that Lord. Their lead, their 3K lead, now only cutting down to a 2K lead. Oh, potential dive down bot side though.
Oh, tries to get it off, but gets stunned. Wait a second, Maro is here to help out, but wait, that's a little bit too much. Force to back off, but he does save Hulk.
I mean, these are great moments for MALVINAS Gaming. Don't get me wrong, right? Even itemization-wise, they're finally getting some of the items they need there. Like I mentioned, Harley's got the Ice Queen wand now.
What are you talking about, Senpai?
All that happened, they don't have any turrets down, guys.
Man,
They need
wild.
space on the map
Did you get
here.
your,
That's why you
did
see
you
them
finish your battle
struggling
pass yet,
so much
Senpai?
to actually get this Lord. It was a fork of
RQ versus the Valley, hard to pick because they have, they on
but
Shine.
they're still going for picks here. They're still trying to get kills.
Yeah,
because
they're both on
they
fire
know
right
we
now,
don't
be
have
honest with
this,
you.
objective
I want to see the
control
Valley
that
take
we
it, though. I want to
just
see
started
them
winning
get their
some of these
revenge
skirmishes.
and actually
And even Occupy
take the
Throne
dub over them
did
and
a
show
great
people
job
that they're
of just
better than what
keeping them
we've
there.
seen.
Oh, this is bad. Dragon will get picked off, and that is huge. Steffi just wastes the Numenon Blast. That is a lot of
Honestly, it was a best of one, so it's hard to really judge.
down.
They didn't know they had a nasty Benedetta like that, and after that, they started banning
They
Benny.
had the right idea. He wanted to flicker in, but they're about to lose the mid tier too. Leo getting away with too much. Way too much. And MALVINAS Gaming.
Yeah, that map is opening up a lot for the side of Occupy Thrones right now.
Snowball is huge for Leo. He just needs to convert it to a lead.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Destinata does come in, lands on Morrow.
Oh,
Still
it's a little too
not enough
early to
damage.
use that
Forward
manipulation.
second conceal play. Does Steffi have
Real
some
world
sweet
manipulation.
goal with the flicker in? Yes, lots of damage. Fury 77 goes down. Joel Crew wants to find Morrow.
Oh, dang, why are they getting picked off so bad?
In the back line, focusing onto the rest, but he will fall next. Leo
Nice.
does find Prince Fran, make that a double for
He's dead.
Gato. It's 3-2. But
Oh, Leo!
continues. Leo goes down, and now it's Gato all alone.
That man
I don't
stole
know
the
if that's a
Lord.
fair trade for OT.
You even see Leo right on the camera. He
Yeah,
goes
they're losing a lot of these turrets now, though.
Was it worth it? That's still the question here. Now, finally, Malvinas Gaming, out of that whole trade, they're finally going to get a couple turrets in the tier.
So I didn't understand why Leo didn't just go top. He could have cut the top lane and took a turret.
Now, at least they're catching up, right? Occupy Throne still holding on, but Gato's going to get even scarier. He's already got those 3 core items for this Claude here, also running the Vengeance. So Malvinas Gaming,
Demon
as the
Hunter,
game goes on,
Golden
really
Staff,
have to be careful on
and
how they
Malefic.
pick these fights,
Yeah,
because,
Claude's
again,
looking
they're
scary.
relying on Dragon to find that Holy Mary,
What's up, Marcus?
wild charge
Sneaking
that
up on
can,
us?
But still the interaction, you're also relying on
Were you able to catch all these
with
games, man? How you feel about the Valley so far, Marcus?
Get it cleared up, get a reset going here, and try to find picks here.
I'm actually on the opposite opinion. I think Malvinas Gaming would say, all right, take what you want. As long as we're not too far apart and we hit critical mass, we've got a really good opportunity to turn this around, because that's the power of Lunox, who just scales to almost infinity here and makes it really difficult for Gato, who has to take vengeance just to keep himself alive against... No way.
Just when we thought Leo fell off, the damage
Yeah,
is
they didn't
still
translate
there.
that into a lot of turrets, though. Somehow you're still seeing Occupied Thrones do it. He had a little Lapu split pushing like that's insane.
Now with 4 full items, Gato, he's got to be really careful.
See, that's the thing.
I know.
that's kinda
I gotta
scary,
watch
though,
it.
With, if you're Malvinas Gaming, is whether it's Leo,
Blacklist versus
whether it's
RQ Akira,
Mara,
it's gonna be
there's
nuts.
So much potential to
Wait,
find
which day was that,
anybody
though?
From Malvinas Gaming and make it a numbers advantage,
me
right?
see.
The pickoff potential is huge, because if there was even follow-up from that, Leo got Prince Fran down to 1 HP.
Blacklist
pretty much.
versus
And
RQ
even if you take
Akira.
Prince Fran out, hold on.
Speaking of
I gotta
flicking
watch that one,
someone
too.
off, Dragon will go down. Steffi wants to find it. Destinata does not connect to anyone.
I'll
though.
probably watch that
Neither
next.
Does that Newman on Blast. Harley brings it out. But wait a second, the response.
Oh.
Oh man, Newman on Blast.
Ooh.
And Malvinas Gaming is wiped. Nothing but Harley left. That was a huge response for Fury.
That was
Can we
a
get
nasty
replay
set.
on that? We need a replay. What fancy footwork, steel cables.
Ah! Oh!
We all know
Whoa!
it was happening. And wait, Harley survives, and they already sacrificed one. But this game should be done for.
I don't know.
minions.
Harley doesn't have it. Well, no,
Oh,
they do
they
have the
don't.
ult. They're going to be able to stop it. Maybe wipe this out. Holt trying to find it. The base.
Oh!
Takes a lot of damage. Dragon comes out. The response is there.
That's 'cause Fanny-
And
why
now
did
the
Fanny
team's
run
on
into the
one.
base?
This is going a little bit longer, ladies and
Bro,
gentlemen.
what was that?
Oh no!
They
I
choked.
mean, it started with Leo cabling into his death.
That was
And
questionable.
unfortunately, everything was clear there with Harley, and now
It
the
looked good
Lord
until I
is
don't know
up
what that
here.
was.
Is Malvinas Gaming going to turn this game around?
I don't know. This Lord should be able to go to them. And with the death
Bro, it was
counters
one
being so
person. Why did Fanny
long, they're gonna
run
be
into
able
the-
to reclaim
why would you
that
ever run
position.
into the
It
base?
was supposed to be over, but Malvinas Gaming is still in the throw.
I can't believe that just happened. I am at loss for words at this point. And if Occupy Thrones lose this game,
Bro, if
a
Occupy Thrones
lot
lose this
of
game, that
uncomfortable
Fanny
looks
about
are
to
gonna
get
be
fired.
shown At Leo for what he did. Oh boy. Let's see how this is gonna go, because this is the point of time. where
Leo did all that hard work to do
He's
that.
really gonna bite back. Their Granger, he finally has a decent number of items. Most importantly, we're looking at Joel Cruel, who's got everything
Yep.
down. Just needs some magic penetration, and any Athena shields are not gonna matter.
Oh, here comes a conceal play though. Maro's gonna get stunned up. With
There
the
you
wild
go.
charge, Newman on Blast comes in.
Oh.
Steffi gets the stun. Holt brought down to about 30%.
They still got Gato.
Fury and
They still got
Mara
Gato.
are gone.
Look at Fanny, 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 look at Fanny.
This could be bad. Wait a second.
come back.
Leo,
Leo!
on the base. Occupy Thrones. Leo.
Oh,
Leo secures the win.
Leo! Good stuff, baby.
Love that!
They're definitely gonna love that, Gideon.
You're
What is up with all these backdoor Fanny tower pushes?
Done it for a potential blunder. Leo's like, don't worry, I got you. I'll bring it back by myself.
Good stuff.
Well done. GG, well played to Occupy.
One questionable play, two questionable plays in that entire thing. The first one was Leo not split pushing the top, and then the second one was running into the base for no reason. But that Fanny split push is it's a new meta, bro. It's a new meta, bro.
Let's be honest. He had an amazing game up until that moment.
So let you know, this is a best of 3, so we are going to be jumping into the next match. I'm not going to waste too much time on the recaps. But I can't believe they took the first one. That's kind of crazy. Well, actually, I can't believe it. I didn't like the draft. I don't know what Malvinas was thinking.
Blue is open.
So do they take it? I mean, that's the question, right? Put it into the hands of Dragon.
Carry banned out again.
Have a pretty good game,
Blue is open.
right? Even with that Grok that he chose.
Joy's taken out.
But still, that's not Glue. That's 1-1. That's being picked up first.
Wait, why?
Yeah, a lot of this is what we call an open draft, especially when you're coming up with a couple of non-meta picks in your
Martis is
fan base.
available.
Immediately,
Blue's
it
available.
Suddenly changes shape.
Kidding me?
One is already there. Therefore, you're gonna have a potential free Glue. I was expecting to see if 1-1 was banned, Blue first picked, and then Charizla into the second.
Ooh.
That's not gonna happen, which is a little upsetting to me. But here we go, as
There you go.
expected. Blue is out. Ooh,
Blue Fairmist not bad.
though.
It's not bad.
After we see previous
'Cause it's a tank-
of
it's a
they
tank
not
XP.
exactly working out too well.
It's not the worst.
Along with the Glue, theoretically, you should have a lot of sustainability.
Later, North America versus South America, the Valley versus RQ Akira, round 2, right? A little bit of a rematch for NA from group stage when RQ Akira took him out.
About this before this event, saying Blue's going to be a very hot pick.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really honestly been showing up.
Not sure whose voice you're imitating there, but
Uranus.
you know, he is a big pick, but someone that we haven't seen often a couple times is the Uranus pick. Esmeralda popped up again previous series.
Not a
but,
bad response.
You know, this is the thing. You have the
It's not a bad
Barca
response.
there. You also
Uranus
are
is
gonna
good
have to
against
deal
the
with
Glue.
damage from the 1-1, and most people take
Really
that
good.
Pyramid
Blue's gonna have a hard
because
time.
of the Cult Altar available to them and how they work around that. So still, damage being thrown at them from Malvinas Gaming is something that Occupy Thrones has to be pretty much worried about in a sense. But they're also, this time, they want the Lunos.
They could be flex picking it, but let's have a look at Fury 77's M4 stats so far, who has 89% team participation, ranked number 1 in M4. Think about it. People are thinking about these major regions dominating the charts in terms of stats. No. Outer regions and minor regions are taking the helm.
Most definitely, but they have also just started in this bracket, so there's a little bit of time for them to catch up or possibly lose out in some of these stats. But still, I gotta give it a Fury 77. Earlier, with that response in the Luminon Blast, was definitely one of the highlight plays. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of clips of that moment. Sadly, they didn't give us the replay, but it was definitely hype.
I mean, that was just a perfect lineup. You know, that's what you live for when you're playing in those roles. They're actually going to go ahead and their last ban is going to be used on the Grok, and then you have the Hayabusa and the Karina being banned out by Malvinas Gaming, really trying to limit Leo into something here. And it's, unfortunately, there's still many assassins available, and this time he's going to go with the Ling.
Karina banned out, Hayabusa, Atlas Grok. Ling pick up.
For Prince Fran specifically, right?
Ling can get over on the Farza, not the worst option.
Does he want to lean towards a utility jungler for this matchup?
Yeah, I think Ferdinand would be a really good option, but then again, it's tough because Lunox just kind of
Martis.
shreds you no matter what, and it's just a ticking time bomb for
Martis.
the side of Occupied Thrones on the Lunox. It's really tough. I would like to see an assassin,
Oh,
but
Fredra.
then it feels like he's forced to play this peel because you know 1-1 as well as a Farsa have your back.
Now, Malvinas Gaming doing kind of what I thought they were going to
Ruby?
do. Pick up a bulky jungler this time. Since Occupy Throne showed their hand first in the jungle, we got to
RQ Akira is way too strong. I hope the Valley can beat them.
Seen that a whole
I
lot.
mean, people,
So,
Todak was strong too, bro. I
I
thought Todak honestly was gonna be better than RQ Akira.
Great CC potential, but I feel like sometimes
I feel like
longer for her to really
RQ Akira, they kind of just won because Takashi on that Benedetta really is what paved the way for them. But I think if you ban out Benny, they have a way stronger chance, honestly.
You have a couple options for you. Ruby is great though.
I don't know what y'all talking about, senpai.
The flicker combination with I'm offended. If you can
All right,
land
draft's
those,
locked in.
It could set you up for a win.
See who takes the win. We did see Occupy Thrones
So,
take
solid lineup
game
for
one with a
the
very
LCC here
swift
for
finish.
Malvinas
Honestly, it was a
Gaming
very
going
bad
Occupy
draft
Thrones.
for
They kind of
Malvinas. I
got
don't know
their
why they
bases
picked the
covered.
Granger jungle and
Biggest
2
question mark for me
mages,
is
but
the Fairness
on a
pick,
Fanny.
because
Look
it's
at
been a
you,
little
Kyle.
lackluster so far through the tournament.
I'm sorry, I got a glimpse of a couple of those sides, but it's time to jump right into the game here. Match point for Occupy Thrones, as they might be able to secure a place in the next battle. But Malvinas Gaming looks to punch back. This is game number 2.
All right, I mean, we got a glimpse there at the emblems, and I think the biggest question is especially the pacing in the jungle, right? Again, Prince Fran
Just
is
gotta
going
close out, what,
towards
2
that
more?
objective-based play style this time around with the Fredrin.
Oh, it's
And that's the
best
thing,
of
he's
3, actually. Never
really
mind. So if they
utilizing
win this one,
Morrow
it's
already
over.
aggressively
This is
going
match
in.
point then.
Gonna just get some vision here too and trying to see if he can force Fran into a bad situation, but still, this rotation.
Who's
the
your
early
top 3
rotation from Malvinas Gaming is gonna be really
English
important,
casters?
especially if they can secure themselves.
Are you
the
talking
first
about like
hurdle to
that are
get
in 4, or are you talking about overall?
They're sealing away the Beetle without their jungle, and they just want to get ahead in EXP and deny it from this Ling. But they're not going to get punished whatsoever. OT is just chilling.
And what do you mean by English? Like those who speak English, or like actual North America? Are we counting like Leo and Naisu?
Wait a second.
Mirko?
Steffi with a nice lockup. Probably nothing major gonna happen here. Morrow forced to
Inside
back
of
off, but
M4 right
still,
now.
Malvinas
Mirko,
Gaming, I feel like when there's a
Leo.
lot on the field, that team wants to set a tempo, and Malvinas Gaming
Mirko,
doesn't care
Leo,
about it. They want to bring in their own.
and
Look how much
LaFell.
material Leo's taking right now.
Would be my favorite
He's
3.
able to pretty much clear out the free camps down on the bottom side of the map. Not to mention that, you know, he expected
I think
Malvinas
LaFell's the
Gaming
funniest.
to actually start invading that Beetle with the information provided by that. Lunox is able to make some really good calculated decisions overall. But in terms of the map rotation, it does feel a little.
I don't know.
Nobody's
Gideon's
really
pretty funny too, though.
initiative just yet. We're not seeing, you know.
That's
we're
a
not
hard
seeing
one, man.
Morrow
Honestly, they're
actually
all
jumping
so
into
good.
any of these fights. He understands they want to get level 4 first before
I might end up saying I like the history breakdown that Leo always gives us, but Gideon and Mirko are like the funniest ones to me, and LaFell.
It's gonna be a second until the fight ensures, though.
All right, so Dragon gonna be fine. He also just got that.
They're very, animated.
Concentration gonna heal back up. Still though,
Like
it
watching
looks
the anime.
Fran wants to fight for this turtle. Morrow to almost level 4, just hit it. So gonna wait for, you know, Leo to grab this purple buff and just get in position to fight this, because they've got all the ultimates across the board here, especially when you're talking about having this fairness. They've got a little bit more of an extension of a fight, and now they're pulling it through. They get the feathered airstrike out from Harley. That's a big ult out from Malvinas Gaming.
They're stalling on purpose. OT is stalling
Wings
this
getting
on
blue.
purpose. Morrow could have absolutely hit that if he flickered, but now look at the enemy purple buff. Malvinas Gaming is
You got
going
Leo
to lose
on
it,
Ling
while
now,
Prince
not
Fran
Fanny.
is slowly taking this
Be
away.
interesting.
Oh, cheeky, but Leo still able to get it. Gonna get stunned up there, but will be able to walk
I
away
can't get the
from
blue,
this
though.
freely. Prince Fran is able to secure the turtle, so almost a decent trade. When we look at the gold, OT has a small 150 advantage.
Well, I mean, even with that, okay, they might still go here in the mid lane, but even with that trade, right, you're at least securing yourself the first turtle here, but I mean, Prince Fran, does he care too much about the purple buff? As a Fredrin, maybe not so much in comparison to the assassin junglers here, but still, you don't want to just continue to give things away. And even noticing, you know, Joel Crew already having the Corrosion Scythe here on that 1-1, it's going to be crucial for him to find the crossbow of tanks and even those resets later on throughout the fight. And now you can see even the focus here from Occupy Thrones.
Ooh, in comes Gatto, though, showing his presence. The rest of the team also ready to make a strike, but nobody sticking their neck out too far.
I don't know what's happening here. I mean,
It's a
Gatto just
play
goes
cat and
in,
mouse.
He uses that brilliance, goes back out. He's trying to bait out Joel.
Very
Poole,
safe
but then
gameplay
he
from
also
both
knows that the rest
sides.
of the team is moving on. So why exactly?
Ling, you gotta
he's
do
really
something, bro. You need to
starting
get that
so many
marksman.
questions at hand.
Over
Morrow.
Gideon. Wait a second, Morrow does come in, but a feathered airstrike is there to stop him.
Oh, I thought that was
Comes out
I'm
to save the day,
offended.
And once again, it is a disengage. Come on, Gideon, what's going on here?
I don't see first blood. It's been 4 minutes. I want my action. Weird. This is supposed to be like the blood dome. Where
weird,
is
dude.
my blood?
The Blood Dome. Well,
What
I
in the
mean, at
world?
this point, it is kind of odd that both of these teams, especially when we saw the team head-to-head, there's been
Bro,
no
they don't have a
first blood at
marksman
this point.
on
I'm
Occupied
sure
Thrones?
in the next 30 seconds or so when that turtle comes up, everyone's going to be rearing to go. Gato finally picking up the
Why?
Clock Destiny here, too, at the 4.5-minute mark.
Why
So
did they run?
This could be crucial, though. Joel Crew, though, still the
Almost gonna eat
focus
them
of
alive.
Occupied Thrones. Harley also picking up Clock of Destiny, so everybody's still
Well, they are beefy,
looking
though.
for that first kill of the game.
Everybody's still looking for that first blood.
Bro,
but
what
no
is going
first
on?
blood. Sorry, Gideon, just not yet.
Bro, already 5
in.
minutes in.
I mean, now with the turtle up, though, Leo is going to get the first poke onto it along with Joel Crew. Looking at Prince Fran and Harley coming in as well. Nice up
There it
offended
goes.
on Morrow. Gato, though, comes in, but Morrow still
Of course, the
falls.
only
Early
marksman in
pass
the
drop,
game gets
Harley
first blood.
Able to flicker. Steph taking a bit of damage. Fury comes in with
Now
full
MALVINAS
poke,
crossbow
making it a
tank.
little
Why
bit
would you
more
not run a
standability.
marksman?
Hulk onto the backside, but Gato is
Doesn't make
found
any
by Joel
sense.
Crew. Hulk now onto the tower, forced to flicker away. Fury
Now, if you ran a Harith, okay, I get it.
could give the turtle over to the side of Malvinas.
Finally, we do see
Yeah.
those 2 kills come for us.
I don't
but
like that.
It's weird. It's like, oh, you want the objective, you want the kills, and then suddenly there's a huge shift in perspective.
But I mean,
Bro.
like, even with that,
One was gonna eat the turret alive. You don't have anybody to eat the turret down. Like, you're gonna rely on Lunox to quickly burst the turret down or Ling?
Crew coming out with the 2 kills and being able to pick up his second item now on this 1-1. It is going to be something that Occupy Thrones has to be conscious of because you just see a lot of this back and forth, and still Steffi looking for another.
Yo, Joe
possible
Crew's
setup
comfortable
here.
now. Look at him.
Morrow on the Kufra is going to be the big person to find the setup for Occupy Thrones, but right now they're struggling for it as this turtle is now less than half health.
Most definitely, and Morrow is keeping his distance, making sure he's in range to possibly make the play happen. But Harley and Steph also being very, very sneaky inside of this.
Bro,
push.
take
Joel
the
Crew
Lord.
will
You
move
see
around.
Ling.
Dragon trying to delay that purple buff, but it still goes into the
What?
hands of
What is Leo doing?
On camera, Morrow is kicked off. Harley taking a bit of damage, will fall. Hulk
No, Ling
finds it.
didn't get his
Hulk in the
blue
midst of
buff.
things.
I'm
Joel
pretty sure
Crew's
Uranus
crossbow
took it.
bang, and he will find it. The cold offer still not enough. Finally with the killing spree, but now OT is on the hunt. Leo here gets stunned up.
He doesn't have blue buff. Oh my god.
That is a double kill.
Bro, what
and
are we-
Steel the Lord is not taken.
How are you gonna have a
Gato,
strong
they need
first dub and then not
5-1
pick up a marksman?
on the board.
Oh
Then
my
they
goodness.
first
I
picked
mean,
1-1.
Honestly, things could have gone so bad. I saw Malvinas getting
Bro, I
like,
bet you
oh,
Uranus
I
has
am
blue
ready to
buff.
Make the TikTok highlights, but there's still objectives.
And he
so
took the
Joel
down-
Crew backs
bottom
off.
turret.
You was so ready to go further.
I'm pretty sure
and
Uranus
push
took
himself
Ling's
to the
blue
limits
buff.
Here. But right now, I feel like Occupy Throne has kind of lost their aggressiveness. They're playing a lot more controlled for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure what the communication seems like.
They're still pressing the situation here on the top side and going to take them out here.
Ooh, I'm offended. Locks on tomorrow.
Honestly, it's a horrible draft.
Down. That's an unstoppable kill for Joel Crew. And at 5-0-1, at 7.5 minutes, the 1-1 is beginning to look scary.
See, this is a big problem, and this is why you see 1-1.
Yeah, there's no marksman to keep her in check.
You get to this point in the game, it is a 3K gold lead, but all those kills, all that gold is on that 1-1, and it gets really hard to deal with here because typically you see teams dealing with a 1-1, you know, juggling winter transits later on through the game. That's a wind of nature being picked up by Joel Crew as well. So now he
Ling.
can be even more of a nuisance, even more confident.
And you don't
in
have to worry
trying
about
to
baiting the
get
wind of
those
nature. You can
points
just wait
off
to
so
use it
can
until
pop
Ling
the
tries to
crossbow
fight you.
bang. And this is why you just see them take control of Occupy Thrones jungle.
Ooh, Maru trying to dive in and make it onto Joel Crew, but it's still not enough. A
Oh
nice
my
off offended locks
God.
up Maru. He
Oh
drops
my
Hulk
God.
along with him. Fury 77 now on the run. Does a nice bit of
Oh
damage,
my
but he
goodness.
falls.
What is Gato
Joel Crew
doing?
6-0-3 now. That is 60% of the kills going to him. This is spelling trouble for OT.
And this is why you need to ban out this 1-1. All that CC, all the commitment.
They don't have nothing to check it either.
Does not matter. He cleanses out of the very first one, which is an inbuilt
Guess they
skill,
thought Leo would
by
get
the
in there.
way, and then immediately pops his Inspire to take out the rest of the team, gain his health back even. So right now it's quite a struggle for Occupy Thrones as it feels like no matter what they do, Joel Crew is just way too far ahead. So I think they need to start thinking about pickoffs and specifically Harley.
See, I mean, this is the crazy thing. Even looking at the gold, Joel Crew's like almost 3K ahead of Gato, right? Which was placed in the gold lane there. And that's what you're seeing here. Just, it's so hard to deal with, even these skirmishes around the buffs.
Yeah, Volt trying to get into that.
Bro, it's
backside,
9-1 right now.
Can't seem to commit, can't seem to do the damage, and it definitely has to do with that gold lead. Now back to what you were saying.
I mean, still, the point being is just itemization. You're out-itemized, right? And a lot of that has, again, to do with the 1-1 pick, which is usually constantly banned out, right? And Joel Crew, knowing that, able to just kind of freely do what he wants to
Golly.
do, and doesn't really have to worry too much just yet. Now, it is 10 minutes in the game. If Occupy Thrones can hold on, maybe for dear life, they can defend themselves in the base here, but they still need time.
This is literally like a
again,
free
you
marksman
don't have
game.
a traditional marksman here. You're relying on some form of setup from Maru, maybe even Hulk. You've got a Colt Alter, but still, you got also a lot of magic damage here. And right now, it's just hard to deal with because you got Prince Fran in the front. You've got Steffi finding those I'm offended combinations like we talked about with the Flicker. And meanwhile, Dragon's on, you know, this unkillable hero who just is a distraction at this point.
Yeah, it's tough, and I think like, even though Occupy Thrones have options to be aggressive, the counter-engage coming in from Malvinas Gaming and just the raw peel from Prince Fran and Steffi alone already deters them. So it just boils down to who can create that space. Do they want to have Gato do it, or do they want to have Maro to do it? Because Leo and as well as Hulk do generally struggle. They go in, they slow down. There's nothing much they can really do other than displace and pull attraction to themselves.
This is such a one-sided game. It's honestly a free game for MVG.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and the Lord now encroaching into enemy
Honestly, I don't
territory.
understand why you would
Looking
make
at
such a
on
bad
that
draft,
inhibitor,
considering
doing
if you
nice
lose
bit of damage, but Gato
in the
will
bottom,
be able to
the lower
handle
bracket,
this.
you
So
go
they
home.
lose a base tower.
So why
Just-
would you
yeah,
even
Gaming gonna go
entertain
around
drafting like this?
OT's
It's like they don't take
resources
seriously
and
what they
waiting
have to
up.
lose, man.
Scare, right? He just Joel Crew just locked himself in. The Malefic Roar, able to pick that up. Steffi getting this dominance ice. So still,
Like, what has anybody on their team done?
To play catch up.
Bro, the only one who has a kill is Glue.
And no turrets for Occupy Thrones here. They're literally just trapped on their side, if not their base.
And they picked 1-1 first. The one popping
Joel
off was
Crew,
first
the
pick.
turret plater, number 2 highest turret damage per minute. That's 951 damage, and this has been a game for him. I mean, if it was Leo's game, the previous one, this one's Joel Crew here.
Yeah, he's definitely getting
Now,
MVP.
I mean, for all we know, this game could drag out longer, but let's have a look at
Imagine
Joel
nerfing
Crew,
1-1 so many
the turret
times, she's
plater.
still good.
You know, the second highest turret damage.
Bro, they don't have a
per minute
marksman,
at
bro.
951. The man is able to push really fast and somehow is able to shred these turrets without taking too much damage or getting punished that heavily.
Yeah, another amazing statistic.
They're just gonna close it out with Lord.
lower Bracket teams.
Takes
Definitely
one
goes
set
to
now, and that's the
show
dangerous thing
how
with
much
1-1 is it
stars
takes
they are
one
in their
set
own
to get a
right.
wipeout to finish
With
this off.
Malvinas Gaming holding such a strong
And if they take-
lead
you gotta
over this, is
hope
there an answer for OT?
That Colt Alter's
I think one of the
activated in
biggest
time.
answers for them is still going back to the point. Like, do you use Gato?
Yeah,
to-
dude, literally,
whether it's
it
the
makes
brilliance, whether it's those cancels,
zero
to try to help
sits.
Someone down here, if you can at this point.
Bro,
You
you're
have
in
all
knockout
either
phase.
initiate with
Bottom
the
bracket,
or
if you guys
people
lose
who
this best of 3, you go
also,
home,
he's
bro.
got
Like, it's
body
not like they have
power.
another chance.
He's
And to
got
not pick a
damage, but I feel like the
marksman when they
big
first
problem
picked a
is
1-1,
there's
it's
just
just...
too much even durability from Malvinas
They
Gaming
put a
because of that
Lunox
global.
on her?
Even looking at the items here, I think he's still got to build his third one.
What was
But
Coach
at this
thinking?
point, you don't even really want to see them contest this Lord. There might be better off just defending in their base for another one.
Ling split push.
Catch up here.
Ling needs to split push.
Morrow will get the Tyrant's revenge
This
on
game.
Steffi, but a nice I'm offended comes on to Hulk.
Should not
and
fight that
Fury.
1-1. One crossbow tank. Here
Hulk
goes.
come
Got
out,
it.
but they don't want to let it
One.
up. Joel Crew popping off
2.
with that crossbow
Oh,
tank.
dude, I was so
Fury
lucky.
goes down. Everyone else back to base. Leo caught in the midst
Gonna
of
get
the
Lord now.
field. Gonna try to get hunted
Ling
down
uses
from
Retry.
Dragon, but this should be a possible Lord for the side of Malvinas.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. No matter what aggressive
Bro, you
move
just got your blue. Why are you taking the...
OT
Bro, why not just split push, Ling? Oh my
instantly
god.
gets the way
This is
it
what I'm
adds
talking
that
about with
extra
Leo
heal coming in
Jungle.
from
His
Fran. And not to
objectives
mention
is
the
so
counter engagement
backwards.
from Steffi. He gets hit
Bro,
by
he
it,
took his
doesn't
own blue buff.
care,
He
quickly
uses
spots
Retribution to
everybody
get it.
and
And
pulls
instead of going to the
something they
top
have
side
offended.
to
So
take
now
that
OT
turret,
are on
he
the
goes to
back
their
foot,
blue buff to
further
take their
back
blue
and
buff,
forth, and most teams
which is
can't
going to do him
recover from this
absolutely
position.
nothing.
9K gold lead
'Cause he already
basically
had
going to be
blue.
10 once that Luminous
Yeah,
Ball
it's going to give him a
passes.
little additional gold, but bro, you got more from taking a turret.
Leo's trying his best here, really to put pressure anywhere that he can. But
It
he's
make no
also gonna be
sense.
careful because in this defense, you're probably going to see Steffi try to.
I don't understand. When you're a high mobility assassin, you're meant to... When you're in a deficit like this, you have to split push the lanes and take something.
Definitely does get
Gotta carry the
blast
team.
because it is enhanced. A lot of green dots on the side of Malvinas, but the same thing goes for Mena. Ults are ready to go. They want to move into this middle inhibitor, try to take as much as they can. They don't want to go too deep. The Dragon will hold down the front line. Able to zone Leo and got away, but now the I'm Offended locks in. Then an airstrike comes down.
You know why it's game? Because they got 1-1.
Steffi does fall. OT trying to make the response here. Looks like we're going for
Where's
a ride.
1-1? Oh, he wasn't able. Wow. Joel kind of choked on that one. I don't know how he didn't get in.
As well. That is a 3-for-0 trade. They do take
Don't
some
chase it.
inhibitors, but Occupy
Don't chase it.
is answering
Yeah, get out.
back.
Well, I mean, you can consider
That was honestly because Joel was out of place in that fight. He should have been able to get his one weakness point, but he was too far out. They were too impatient.
And they might be able to make some more moves across the map. They didn't get Joel Crew, unfortunately, but the fact that Steffi initiated that, right? As we expected, he initiated that fight with the I'm Offended, and it didn't go the way they wanted to.
No,
They wanted to
he
end the
needed
game
1-1 to be in play. 1 was too far.
Able to hold on for it.
Yeah,
1-1's the carry right now. Like 1-1 has to end the game.
Swing in OT's favor now. They might actually have a chance if they're able to find a fight like that once more. Now that the blue does, well, I mean, Hulk in particular is able to kind of tank just enough damage from Joel Crew to waste.
I'm surprised
his
they didn't
time
end
and
it
allow
there.
The rest of his team to go for the bigger picks.
And looking at the items, I mean, at least.
Bro, if Occupy
for,
Thrones comes back from this,
Occupy Thrones, they've got the damage. In
Malvinas
terms of
is
magic, right?
nuts.
You've got Fury having that Divine Glaive now with the glowing wand. He's got the lightning truncheon. He's pretty much where he needs to be. You also have, again, Gato is that big thing. Because that's what you chose to put in the gold lane here. Now, you do lack that marksman, but you've got a lot of burst potential. The penetration is there. And hopefully, Leo can follow up. If Leo continues to put pressure around the map, open it up a little bit better, they could still play around that. But Morrow charging up here in the bush.
Oh, big flicker. That is huge. Harley goes
That
down
was
along with
dirty.
Joe
Oh
Crew.
my
Wow.
God.
Leo gonna try to find him, use the conceal, just try to escape.
Oh
It's double kill
my
for Leo.
God, that was one of the
Into the
nastiest
back
sets I
line.
think
Will
I've
get
ever
mobilized,
seen.
and Blues gonna take him for a ride back to the team. Prince Fran trying to do everything he can. But Leo
Bro,
will
they're
get the triple
throwing.
and wipe them out. Nothing but Dragon
Bro, they are
stands.
throwing.
Right now should be an easy lord.
Oh, I don't know what the thought process was there, but Joel Crew, unfortunately, purposefully showing himself walking into the lane rush like that against the Kufra, who doesn't mind if there's multiple. It means more value. I thought I was going to get a 1-for-1.
Bro,
He got
what
a
am I
3-for-1.
watching?
That was massive.
I mean, as we were just trying to.
That was a
figure out how to
nasty
occupy
set. Perfect
Thrones,
set
Dragon
by,
Gate, just like that,
Mara
that
over there.
gold lead completely gone here. And even Gato picking up the Divine Glaive.
This game should have ended like 3 minutes ago.
Skirmish. They've now got the Lord marching with them in the bottom side. They're going to be looking to focus on possibly even inhibitor turret if they can get there. So now Malvinas Gaming in a very dire situation. You've got Leo also pushing into the tier 1 on the top side. Let's see if Malvinas Gaming can defend this, because that was a huge blunder on the bottom side.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, let's look at the high ground defense at this point, because now Occupy Thrones are taking the lead, but it doesn't really technically matter at this point other than the situational items. Probably not the best use of Feathered Airstrike there. Probably could have waited a little bit until it got closer towards the inhibitor turret, because they knew that the outer turrets are basically gone at this stage with a Luminous Lord.
Bro, they can sweep them.
However, if we talk about oh no.
Yeah, a little bit of suppression.
Oh.
And wait a second, I'm Offended comes in.
They still have
and
1-1-2.
Fury goes
Oh,
down. Joel
that's
Crew
all she
gonna pick
needed.
that up. It comes across Boateng. Morrow will be next. Hulk forced to back off. Leo now on the boss side. Joel Crew wants to try to find him, but he is a slippery boy. Should be able to escape this. Wait a second. Joel Crew still hunting him down, but Leo is going to be able to get away. It is back and forth.
Man, Leo's doing work again.
Slippery.
I mean, you got to give it up to the guy. He picks up the BOD here, but knowing the situation they were in, for 12, 13 minutes of the game, he has found wins where he could, and it's resulted into basically Occupy Thrones being in this game, possibly ending this and sending Malvinas Gaming home, right? And Leo, whether he's pushing lanes, whether he's pushing turrets, it's opening up the map for Occupy Thrones here. I mean, look at the gold for Leo.
Yeah, he's definitely been playing a different game from the rest of his team. And honestly, wait, hold up, Leo, are you in trouble?
Oh, maybe. Forces Tempest Blades has an escape.
Oh, he's done.
In comes
Oh.
Dragon trying to sandwich it in, but man.
That was
Leo.
close.
Leo. That's all I got to say.
The Leo, he is the literal economy of OT at this stage of the game, right? And Malvinas Gaming, this has been a series
That's
of
all on his back right now.
events. Like every particular
Same with
thing that
1-1.
they thought of, either they didn't think it all the
Ruby
way
set
through
is
and
all they
got punished
need.
for it. And now, if they had just closed out this game, we would have already been on game 3, and Malvinas Gaming would have the momentum. But now that it's been stopped, OT are starting. This is a real test of the mental between both of these teams. Throw the strategy out right now.
The problem is they got Ling who can split push again, and that might get him. You see Uranus watching out for the back door this time around.
It's gonna be over.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right, everybody's items are almost at this pretty much locked in, right? You're going to see some juggling, especially from the side of Occupy Thrones, because they've got to juggle the Winter Tranchant when Joel Crew pops that crossbow of Tang. If they can negate that and time it well,
Oro doesn't want to juggle anything except for Joel Crew.
Why? Joel!
Gonna pop that Cult Altar. Oro pushes him back. Bit more
Bro, that's
damage.
it.
Leo
They don't have a
looking
marksman.
for Harley can't quite find him. Gonna get pulled in from that I'm offended.
Oh, if Leo gets taken out,
down
wow,
here.
he better get
Pop
out.
Fury wants to try to keep them at bay. Leo will be able to escape. Fury uses the flicker, but the taunt comes in. Prince Fran wants something. Morrow gonna come in and try to create more distance. Well, all of this is happening.
Bro, Malvinas
Gatto
game, and that was
working on
they
the Lord, so
choked.
it is a good play from
They
Occupy
choked.
Throne.
You called it. You called it, Naisu. They found it as you mentioned it.
They are
Why was he
choking.
there?
Choke.
that's, again, Joel Crew, you're wondering, like, you know, you don't have to be there in the middle of that, in between that
have to
pit
be
when
there.
you
Bro,
know
it was like a
Mara is
9-1
someone
game, and now it's like
in a push.
12-9.
That's the thing. Remember, you can't hear that charge up, right? You can't hear that. So that's just a surprise effect. And again, why Kufra seems to be picked up so often, because when he charges up, comes in with that Tyrant's Rage, it's really hard to deal with. So now it's, again, Malvinas Gaming on the defense here, and look at that gold lead that Occupy Thrones has. Really, at this point, it just comes down to juggling those items and marching in with this Lord here.
Joel Crew is getting very impatient here. He know he could have ended this game much sooner, but here we go. A potential final push.
Lord has encroached into this base. Feathered Airstrike does come down, but the Cold Altar is enough to sustain, and Harley will bite the bullet. Next will be Steph, possibly very low. Holt trying to get in the backside, but they are going at it, and the base falls. Occupy Thrones
Wow.
will claim the victory tonight. Malvinas Gaming will be forced to go home. GG's.
Oh, man.
Well played.
That is the biggest choke I've ever seen in M4.
Occupy Thrones move on
Them boys
to the
choked.
next stage, but our heartfelt goes out to Malvinas Gaming. They were so very close to closing it. They had everything, but they couldn't close it out. Well done, Occupy Thrones.
Man, I gotta say, it's, you know, it's great to see these guys smile too. And like I said, I feel like Leo there is just like, whew, you know, the work he put in on that Ling, bouncing around, grabbing the objectives, putting pressure where they needed to. Again, what was the gold lead? I think at one point it was, what, 10K
Yes.
in favor of Malvinas Gaming
lot.
when they were pushing into that base? So that is a
Yeah,
game where you just feel like, oh.
I'm honestly a little bit
everything
at a
we
loss
did,
for words
it
for what I
paid
just
off
seen.
here.
Regardless, the sportsmanship.
I don't know
all-time
what that
high
was,
here.
bro.
Both of these teams playing like absolute champions and the heart of champions.
Yeah, they're playing like champions.
But with that being said, Occupy
Epic
Thrones,
champions.
enjoy your
Alright guys,
walk
appreciate
of
y'all tuning in
fame
on the YouTube
down
side. That was
all the
Occupy
way
Thrones versus Malvinas
outside.
Gaming. We
Please
are going to
give
move
them a
on to
round
the
of
next
applause
phase
as we
now. I
throw
believe
it
day
over
3.
to our analysts
It might be the
at
upper bracket. Actually, we're gonna watch RQ versus
break
Blacklist
down
next. So
the games. Please
definitely tune into that. I'm
give
excited
them
to
the
see
round of applause one
how these two
more
teams do.
time.
this
Analysts,
is the
please
upper
take it away.
bracket that we're gonna be watching. The RQ Akira versus Blacklist is what we're gonna be watching.
LPL MENA champions stand tall over the Liga Latam Super League runners-up. At your service,
Super
my name is Leo.
League.
Wrong Leo. Joined here by Mirko and Lofel. First up, let's talk about the draft.
Let's start things off by saying, hey, game 1, didn't like the Lunox pick for Malvinas, but game 2, Lunox pick,
Honestly,
amazing.
Malvinas Gaming, they
almost
threw.
lost though for a majority of that.
I don't know how they lost that.
Or were they?
I'm confused, bro.
They were kind of losing it. But then they come back.
I'm
Came back,
confused.
come back.
I guess that's what explains the whole fevered celebration by Gado as he stood up after that victory. All right, it was a long and scrappy match, possibly the most back and forth we've ever
Yeah,
seen
it's a
in
very
M4
back and
so
forth.
far, and there's so much we can break down here.
Three base turrets.
Like first thing I gotta say, just like what Nice said, like Leo tried his best. He's just trying his best. Thank you, Leo.
Now we're gonna see
Thank
break
you,
the
Leo.
code.
Thank you, Leo. One of the pillars of Occupy Thrones. The young man stands about 6'7" tall, and again, despite having a different time zone over there, he is just so in sync with his team.
That's all. Holy cow!
Best that it looks like Leo's playing a different game from his teammates.
Yeah, I mean,
I said like
really like the way you played
6'7".
at the end because that really started the movement to actually come back, right? Leo, he was mainly actually going for trades.
About the
all
same height
across
as
the
me.
board whenever the team was team fighting, and that just gave Leo a little bit more goal to play with. That in the end really helped him.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it really started to shift once they have the correct items in play because they try to fight. It's just that they didn't have the right amount of damage because the 1-1 always overpowers them. Like, not only
Yeah, the 1-1 was a
can dodge
problem.
around, but out damage you. So the moment the last push for Malvinas,
Because they didn't have a marksman though. If they would have had a marksman, they would have been
was the
finished
right
that.
time for Occupy Thrones to be like, okay, you know what? This is our game to lose now.
But
All right, guys, appreciate y'all over there on YouTube. We will be starting another live stream up over there to watch RRQ Akira versus Blacklist, and then we're gonna move on to the knockout stage day 3 and watch all of those games as well. So stay tuned on YouTube, Facebook. We're not going anywhere. We'll be off the camera for a split second while we get things set up. But I appreciate you guys being here, and over there on YouTube, I will be live back over there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So thank you so much. Shout out to Occupy Thrones for closing that out. Malvinas Gaming, man, they got some work to do, bro.
Honestly,
A lot of work to do.
I feel like Joel
I appreciate y'all, everybody on the YouTube side. I'll see you guys on the next match, RQ Akira versus Blacklist.
Blacklist. 8-0 at a certain point, right? Maybe
Everybody on
even 9-0.